What is the difference between essence and existence? Welcome to Aquinasaday 20. Happy 20th Sunday of Ordinary Time. I'm Max, and today we ask Aquinas whether essence and existence are the same in God. I may have touched on this yesterday, but I think I might have conflated yesterday's article and today a little bit, but Aquinas is more rigorous than I, and so he wrote, "We proceed thus to the fourth article. Objection 1. It seems that essence and existence are not the same in God. For if it be so, then the divine being has nothing added to it. Now being to which no addition is made is universal being, which is predicated of all things. Therefore it follows that God is being in general, which can be predicated of everything. But this is false. For men gave the incommunicable name to stones and wood." Wisdom 14:21. Therefore God's existence is not his essence. Objection 2. Further, we can know whether God exists, as said above, question 2, article 2, but we cannot know what he is. Therefore God's existence is not the same as his essence, that is, his quiddity or nature. On the contrary, Hilary says, "In God, existence is not an accidental quality, but subsisting truth. Therefore, what subsists in God is his essence." I answer that God is not only his own essence, as shown in the preceding article, but also his own existence. This may be shown in several ways. First, whatever a thing has besides its essence must be caused either by constituent principles of that essence, like a property that necessarily accompanies the species, as the faculty of language is proper to man and is caused by the constituent principles of the species, or by some exterior agent, as heat is caused in water by fire. Therefore, if the existence of a thing differs from its essence, this existence must be caused either by some exterior agent or by its essential principles. Now, it is impossible for a thing's existence to be caused by its essential constituent principles, for nothing can be the sufficient cause of its own existence if its existence is caused. Therefore, that thing whose existence differs from its essence must have its existence caused by another. But this cannot be true of God, because we call God the first efficient cause. Therefore, it is impossible that in God his existence should differ from his essence. Secondly, existence is that which makes every form or nature actual, for goodness and humanity are spoken of as actual only because they are spoken of as existing. Therefore, existence must be compared to essence, if the latter is a distinct reality, as actuality to potentiality. Therefore, since in God there is no potentiality, as shown above, article 1, it follows that in him essence does not differ from existence. Therefore his existence is his essence. Thirdly, because just as that which has fire but is not itself fire is on fire by participation, so that which has existence but is not existence is a being by participation. But God is his own essence, as shown above, article 3. If therefore he is not his own existence, he will not be essential but participated being. He will not therefore be the first being, which is absurd. Therefore God is his own existence and not merely his own essence. Reply to objection 1. A thing that has nothing added to it can be of two kinds. Either its essence precludes any addition, thus, for example, it is of the essence of an irrational animal to be without reason, or we may understand a thing to have nothing added to it, inasmuch as its essence does not require that anything should be added to it. Thus the genus animal is without reason, because it is not of the essence of animal in general to have reason, but neither is it to lack reason. And so the divine being has nothing added to it in the first sense, whereas universal being has nothing added to it in the second sense. Reply to objection 2. To be can mean either of two things. It can mean the act of essence, or it may mean the composition of a proposition affected by the mind in joining a predicate to a subject. Taking to be in the first sense, we cannot understand God's existence nor his essence, but only in the second sense. We know that this proposition which we form about God, when we say God is true. We know that this proposition which we form about God when we say God is true, and we know this from his effects. Question 2, Article 2. So I'd like to touch on the distinction made between subsisting existence and universal existence, that is, God and the world around us, ourselves included. We say God is existence itself, and that, at first glance, can sound a bit pantheistic, that God is just everything, and you hear that idea, and I think if you say that idea, a lot of people might think that's what you're talking about. And it makes sense because the existence around us is what we're familiar with. So if you say God is existence itself, then somebody is going to link, well, this is the existence I know all around me, and are you saying that that's God? And some people think that. But Aquinas reminds us that this world, even with all its dynamic beauty and all the other good things in it, the formation of galaxies, the growth of life, the triumphs of human spirit, that's not ultimate existence. All of this participates in God in some way, but it's not a part of God. It's not a piece of God, even if it is in some way in God, that we are in some way contained in God, but not as a part of him. And so all and any and every perfection that we see in the world are in God first and foremost, that they are shadows, that they're participations of the perfections of God, that God has totally, completely, and unified and infinitely greater in himself. And I think that's sufficient for today. So subscribe if you'd like to join this journey, and remember, Aquinasaday keeps the stupid away. Peace.